Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new segment that I would like to call me ranting about shit that I hate. I'm going to start it off with something that that is kind of, it bugs me a lot, and that's Dawn of the Dead, the old one versus the new one. Now, for many people, Dawn of the Dead, the remake, I mean, for nowadays, when you say Dawn of the Dead, I was talking to some people the other day, and I was like, oh, what'd you think about Dawn of the Dead? Like, oh, it was a great movie. I was like, yeah. I was like, what about the original? And they were like, well, there was an original? Like, yeah? What, you think the fucking 2000 version was the only one? So, the problem I have with it here is the new one was fucking stupid. Alright, let me situate my ass here. The new one was fucking stupid compared to the original one. Now, if the new one was its own fucking movie and the original one hadn't existed, fine, it might be something. Okay, it might be cool. It might be like, whoa, zombies, what are we doing? No, it wasn't like that at all. Okay? They took something that was good and then they fucked it. They took something that was great and then they made it stupid. And that pisses me off. It completely pisses me off when they do that. And here's why. Okay, a lot of people say, "Oh, the news one was the best one because it had updated, stuff." I mean, the how the fuck do you say it? Like the effects. There it is. There's the word. Wouldn't come out of my mouth. The effects are better. And the story was better. And the characters were better, and the music was better. Okay, bullshit, and all bullshit called on all of those things, okay? The effects were not better, in my opinion. And mind you, this is just an opinion. And by freaking the fuck out, saying you don't know what a real movie looks like. You're just a dumbass. Okay, we get that. But the effects were not better. Maybe the zombies looked a little bit more zombified in the new one than in the original one. The original one, they kind of had that, that bluish hue to them, and it wasn't really like what we expected a zombie to look like. A reanimated corpse was supposed to be like, flesh and shit hanging off of it and whatever, but they focus so much on, hey, let's focus on what the fucking zombie looks like, and they didn't focus a bit of shit on the story. They were just like, hey, I got an idea. You guys want to remake Dawn of the Dead? Yeah, let's remake Dawn of the Dead. Okay, you guys want to make it as stupid as possible? Yeah, let's just make it as stupid as possible. Alright. And I guarantee they probably didn't have a fucking script when they went into this. There's no fucking way they had a script. That movie just seemed like it was like some fucking, like, what do you call it? Like a college fucking movie that they had to make for their project. And a bunch of the kids who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, that's what it seemed like. Okay, and the reason is because it starts out okay. There's the scene where everything's normal, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you're at the hospital. This is the new one. You're at the hospital, and they're all like, there's people coming in. They're biting everywhere. Woo! And they're like, oh, okay, that's weird. I'm gonna go home now. She goes home. This chick goes home. And then she gets home, and then her husband start, fucking each other in the shower. And then as they're doing it, the fucking news thing comes on, which doesn't make any sense that whenever they got out of the shower, that thing still wasn't on. They're like, whoa, what's going on? We should prepare. So what you're trying to tell me is there's a zombie apocalypse, and that emergency broadcast thing is only on there for maybe 5-6 minutes. And then it went back to their regular programming. Hey, there's zombies attacking. I bet that's how it went. This is an emergency news bulletin. Please stay tuned. Hey, this is the President of the United States. Here he is. Hi, I'm the President. There's zombies out there. They're gonna fucking eat you. It's going like a wildfire. So just stay inside and whatnot. Okay, back to Three's Company. And then they got out of the shower and they're like, did you hear something? Sound like the president. Sound like an emergency. Nah, let's watch a movie. That's stupid. Okay? So, that part. Then they wake up, and then they're all like, everything's fine, and there's a little zombie girl, and they're all like, holy shit, there's a zombie girl, and she bites the dude in the neck, and then he dies, and then he turns into a zombie, and he's chasing her. She's getting out of the house. You're like, holy shit, this is really happening. Oh god, there's zombies, and she gets outside, and she's looking around. There's zombies, and explosions, and fire, and blood, and ass all over the place. There's nothing but ass all over the place. Okay, blood and ass all over the place. She gets in her car, and here comes zombie dude out the door, and he's waiting on her window. You're like, whoa, these zombies are hardcore. These zombies are fucking hardcore. They're running, they're smashing into stuff, they're breaking stuff, they're really scary. They're covered in blood. Yeah, that's great. And then she drives away, and then she hits a fucking tree. Whatever. She hits a fucking tree. You get the intro, which is a pretty cool intro. That's like one of the only best parts of that movie was the intro. You had Johnny Cash when the man comes around, and with all that stuff, that was pretty cool. I liked that. That was cool. That was a cool collage. But had that been done by itself and there was no movie, I'd have been fine with that too. So don't say that then, well, you didn't like the movie. Because no, I didn't like the movie. Okay? The only things that were cool about that movie were the fact that they used some of the original actors from the original Dawn of the Dead in that movie. Okay? They played some cameos, but those are the best parts. And when they use the cameos of those people. Now, we get from the car, we got the cop, okay? We always have to have the cop. It's like the most cliche group of people. It's like, if you're in a zombie apocalypse, like, you know you're in a zombie apocalypse if you have with you in the group, okay? This is your group. If you have the cop, the single dad who has no family, the married couple who's pregnant, and then the super, what do you call it, strong-willed chick who her life sucks now because everybody died. Okay? If you have a group of friends like that and there's an apocalypse, you can bet your ass you're in a zombie apocalypse. That's how you know. So they go along, they all meet up. It's all dumb. We don't get any of their fucking background stories, which is a plus. We only get her background story. We don't know really where the cop's coming from. They come along and they meet what's his name, Michael, and then the other two don't really care to learn their names, but we get all them, and then they're like, oh, we just came from this place. It's fucking zombies, and they come up over the hill and they're like, let's go to the mall. Great. So this is where it starts to piss me off. And now, I know I sound pissed off already, but this is where it really starts to piss me off. This is when we take the old and the new and we compare and contrast them as to why the new one sucks and the old one is pretty good. They get to the mall. Okay, first off, they get in that mall way too fucking easily. They just walk in a back door and break a fucking... and they're in. Okay? That's number one. So, I guess that's the best way you want to get into a mall. Just... like, did they ever, like, fix that fucking, how they got in? Did they ever fix that, or what? I don't know. But they come in, and they're looking around, bullshit all over the place, and then the one zombie comes from around the corner, and then attacks them, and it scratches that girl, and they throw him in the thing, and he's sitting there in the water, twitching around and shit. They're running around, they get into the elevators, they go upstairs, and that's when they come face to face with the security guards. My opinion is the only intelligent person in that whole fucking movie was CJ, the security guard. Why? Because he was doing what everybody else should have done. Said, nope, take your ass somewhere else. There's fucking zombies outside. I'm not going to make this fucking playhouse for everybody. Leave. No. Then you get everybody that convinces him. He's like, fine. Okay. He had a heart. Great. But in this situation, it's kind of pointless to do that because you're just going to end up dead. Which is a little bit of foreshadowing because guess what? They probably all fucking died. Okay? I'm going to ruin it for you. Here's a spoiler. At the end, they probably all fucking died. Okay? This is a cliffhanger, but they're dead. Okay? Just because of this one stupid-ass move. So they come in the mall. There they are. And there's like... There's like fucking 3 zombies in the mall when they get in there. There's the security guard zombie, and then there's the 2 zombies that are in the fucking sporting goods store. The one zombie who's eating the other guy, he gets up, he runs at the guy, he grabs a croquet mallet, and he beats him to death with it, stabs him in the face. They come downstairs to clean up. They're like, oh, we got a zombie here. Boom, shoot him and shoot him. Okay, that's it. No more zombies in the mall. Except for the chick that got scratched in the beginning. Technically, she's a zombie at this point because, you know, bite or scratch, you're a zombie. So technically there's 4, but when they get in there, there's only 3. Only 3. And that's my fucking problem from the original start. Is when they got to the mall in the original one, the mall was full of zombies. There were zombies in the fucking mall. It made it a little bit more difficult for them to fucking maneuver around in there. No, in the new one, it's like, anybody home? No zombies in here? Great! Great, it's a fucking mall. Why are there not more zombies there? Are you telling me these are the only people that had the idea of coming to the fucking mall? I know for a fact that if there's a zombie apocalypse right now, the mall, I'd fuck that place. That place would be fucking full of zombies and it's done. But no, apparently not. Apparently not. There was only 3 fucking zombies in there. Woo, we lucked out on that one pretty hard, didn't we? Yep, we lucked out pretty hard on that one. The old one was great because it's like, oh man, here's this place. They need to be here, okay? They need to stay in this place, and it's great for them. But there's zombies all over the place down there, okay? There are zombies over here, there's zombies over there, everywhere there's zombies. So what are they going to do? They can't just fucking walk around and go to any store they want to. They have to do it strategically. They use the different levels. In the original one, they use the different levels. They get the zombies' attention up here, and then they run downstairs, and then they open the doors and they run, or whichever way they do it. Don't know, don't care. The fact is they made it a little bit more, you know, you're on the edge of your seat. Because you're like, oh, they're going to make it this time. Oh, whew, they made it this time. Ooh, they almost didn't make it. And the new one, it's like, okay, they killed the only fucking 3 zombies. Now what? As long as they don't fucking open the doors, they should be fine. But no, they don't do that. They decide to open up all the fucking doors. Why not? They're all sitting there, and they're all chilling out and everything like that, and then here comes that fucking truck with all the people in it, and then you have everybody else, mostly that woman in the beginning. What was her name? I don't remember. I'm just going to call her stupid, okay? Because that's what she was. She was stupid. She's like, hey, let's let all the people in. And they're like, I don't think we should do that. And then she's like, yeah, we should. It's the right thing to do. And they're like, fine, we'll let them in. What happened when you let them in? A bunch of infected people. That's where you went wrong. The guy, CJ, was like, we ain't letting anybody in. And then they all fucking bum rushed him and took their fucking guns. They pointed at like, we're going to let everybody in. I'm going to go open the fucking door right now. How do we know the zombies aren't nice? We need to be nice to everybody. You need to let all the zombies in too. Maybe they want to survive. They take the guns, and he said the most sensible thing I've heard in that entire fucking movie. You're going to get us all killed, asshole. That's what he told the fucking cop friend that turned on him. He's like, nice, you're going to get us all killed, you fucking traitor, is what he said. And he was right. I wouldn't even let those people in. Not even the first group of people. And now there's a second group of people wanting to come in, so they all let them all in. And here's this decaying, bitten, infected bitch in a wheelbarrow, and they're rolling her ass through the fucking store. She's like, first fucking clue. That's a zombie. It's going to be a zombie. It's close to being a zombie. No! That stays outside, okay? And you got the other dude who's like, I'm okay, I was bit, but it was only a few hours ago, but I feel fine. And slowly he starts to look like fucking death. Okay? So they bring them all in. She's already, the woman who wants to bring everybody in and start a fucking, you know, a daycare center has already seen it happen one time in the movie with her husband in the beginning. Her fiance, whoever the fuck it was. She saw it happen. He got bit. He came back. He started attacking her. That's one. Okay? Then, the other lady, the big one in the wheelbarrow, she was all fucked up. Okay? And she came in, and then she was all like, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. I can fix it. Great. So they put her in the bed. That bed's fucked. Okay? That bed is fucked. As soon as that bitch dies, we get rid of the bed. That'd be my thing. Okay? But then she dies. The bitch dies. She's dead. They just put the cover over and they're like, man, bullshit. What happens? Immediately she comes back to life. Everybody freaks out. Oh shit! Zombie! Stab it in the face, it dies. At that point, that's 2. Okay? That is 2 people that you've seen so far been attacked by these things, bitten by them, and then they come back to life as them. You're a nurse, okay? You ought to fucking connect some dots here, thinking that maybe this virus is transferred through the bites and the scratches. You don't think that? You're so fucking naive. It's like fucking rabies. How can you be that dumb? How can you be that fucking stupid? I would know immediately. If I didn't know anything about zombie apocalypses and I see somebody, oh, there's a fucking decaying thing, it just bit this dude, he just fell over, now he's a decaying thing, I'm going to assume it transfers through the saliva of the bite. Give me a fucking award because I'm obviously a fucking genius if I think that way versus how she thinks this way. So she's not sure. They know the dude Michael, he's like, alright, the other guy's bit. We're gonna fucking kill him. Smart. Yay. Do that, please. You're going on the right track. You're doing the right thing. Nope. What happens? What happens? Fucking Mother Teresa steps in and says, we're not gonna kill anybody. You don't know. He's like, but you've seen it happen. She's like, but I don't know. Okay. That's stupid. They go up to him, and he's all like, you know, hey, what's going on? And then she's like, hey, Michael's coming in here to kill you. And he's like, why? And they're like, because you're infected. And he's like, can you be sure? It's like, dude, look in the fucking mirror. You don't look like you're getting ready to run a fucking triathlon anytime soon. You look dead. Did you always look like that? Were you born looking like that? Because if so, I feel really, really, really bad for you and whatever fucking skin disease you have at this point, because you look like a fucking zombie, sir. Okay? Look in the mirror. Zombie. That's what you look like, okay? Yeah, we're pretty sure. And then she's like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure at this point. And he's like, yes, she is. She's fucking sure. We're going to kill you. The girl's like, don't take my daddy. Fuck you. Fuck the dad. Sorry. And then she's like, well, fine. Kill him then. Kill him. Kill him then. You want to kill everybody. Why don't you just kill that guy too? Kill everybody. And now he looks like the fucking asshole. What? Why? He's trying to keep your ass alive. If you don't give a shit, why don't you go outside and try and make friends with the fucking zombies? And that's another thing. They never call them fucking zombies, because obviously in zombie movies don't exist. Okay? That's the bullshit thing is that in zombie movies do not exist. That's why they always refer to them as those things. They were sitting up on the roof and they look over and she's like, what are they? Well, what the fuck do they look like? They look like people who are half dead and want to gnaw on your flesh. Sorry, that's a fucking zombie. What are they? What? This is the dumbest fucking question you could have asked that entire fucking movie. What are they? What do they want? They want to eat you. How do you not get that? By now? Like, there's no way you're that stupid. There's no fucking way you're that stupid. How can you be so stupid? They are zombies and they want to eat you. They've been eating everybody this entire fucking movie. They've been eating everybody. They tear out the guts and you ask what they want? They want to know if you want to sign up for Zombie of the Month Club. That's all they want. They're coming down to make sure that you guys are okay. Because they're the nice zombies, right? There are some bad zombies out there, but there's also some nice ones. And they're coming down through the fucking bushes across the parking lot going, hey, you guys are okay? We're just coming to make sure we're zombies, and we're going to make sure you guys are okay. There are some bad zombies, but we're the good ones. What the fuck else do you think that they want? That's stupid. Absolutely stupid. You guys are dumb. All of you are dumb. They had a perfect place to stay. And that's what they established in the original one. That, hey, this place is great. We need to stay here, but we need to do it smart. We need to be very smart about this, okay? So what they did in the original one is they had that room that was upstairs, and they had it in a way where the zombies didn't know where they were. They seen them in there, but they didn't know exactly where they were. So they decided to build a wall, closing off a fucking hallway that led to the stairwell that led up to them. That's some smart shit. Because they had to do it because the mall was infested with zombies. That was stupid. that they took that new movie and said 3 zombies in the mall. That's scary. We've already scared the shit out of the audience with the first 15 seconds of the movie. We don't need to do it for the rest of the time. You're probably like, guys, we don't have enough money to put zombies in the mall. We used up all of our fucking budget in the first 10 minutes of the movie, okay? So, pretty much what you have in the new one is them sitting around looking stupid the entire fucking movie. They're looking like, what are we gonna do? And then everyone's like, I don't know. And they're like, let's go shopping. So, you get this big stupid scene. They're all fucking going around. Okay, this is after they shot that poor bastard. They shot him. Because, yeah, he fucking turned into a zombie. Yeah, we didn't see that one fucking coming from a mile away, did we? Kind of like in the original one, the guy turned into the zombie, but they tried to pull from the original. Like, hey, let's be clever. No, fuck you. You're not being clever. You're being stupid. Okay? You're being absolutely stupid. That's what you're being. So, as far as we know, there's no more zombies in the mall except for the pregnant lady who's zombifying as this whole shit's taking place. She's in the back room, you know, toasting into a zombie. That's just how it works. So they're all like, let's go crazy. Let's go shopping. You got this random-ass group of people that are going ransacking the fucking mall, using all the shit, having kind of like in the original one. It just showed how they have adapted over time. You know, they still do stuff. They still have recreation. But in the fucking original one, it was better played out. In the new one, it's like they just gave them a fucking, like, 16 pounds of crack and sugar mixed together, told everybody to do it until the bag's gone, run into the mall and do what you would normally do. And that's what the fuck they did. They're doing the dumbest shit for no reason. And you can try and argue that they did dumb shit in the original one, like, oh, they had money and stuff like that, but come on. There was 4 of them in that one. There was the dude, the chick, and the 2 special forces guys. In the new one, there's like fucking 20 of them in there. Fucking, there may have been 35. I don't know. I lost count. I didn't care. So, after all that shit happens, they got some dude across the street who's got guns, by the way. I'm sorry I left that out, but who cares, right? He's the only one who could probably fucking survive. But he ran out of food. So he's ran out of food, and they're like, he's our friend. Let's go take him a fucking sandwich. Thank you. Thanks for the sandwich. Nope. Sorry, bud. You're dead. How am I going to get over there? They find a dog. There's a bunch of shit. Just doesn't make sense. Zombies don't want to eat the dog for some reason because it's not meat. I think it's just because, like, the animal rights people would have a problem with that. Versus all the intestines and ass and snot and shit. It's all over the fucking movie. You can't eat the dog. It's not realistic. It's not realistic for a zombie to eat a dog. Why would it? That doesn't make any sense. You're right. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Moving on. So, they figured it out that they can take that to the guy across the street. It starts to spew and blow up and die at this point. Because here's the problem. They run him over a sandwich. Then, that girl with the dad that died, who then all of a sudden became a fucking graffiti artist. No reason. Didn't give us any fucking clue. One of the scenes, they're building the fucking buses, and she's like, I'm sad. This is my angst coming out in spray form. Made absolutely no sense. But she has an affection for the dog. She's like, it's my dog, I need it. So she goes across the fucking street to go get the dog. When she does it, she opens up the little hole, and then a zombie gets in. A zombie gets in, and the poor son of a bitch over there with all the fucking guns has to kill it. He's like, oh shit, you let a zombie in here. He gets bit. Okay, he has no clue at this point that when a zombie bites you, you turn into one. Whatever. I'm done fucking complaining about that, but he's bitten. So they're all sitting there, damn it, he's dead. Now what are we going to do? Now we get that chick, she ran over there, oh my god, everything sucks, and they're like, hey, while we're over there, we'll just get some guns. Cool. Let's just do that. So how are we going to get over there? So they decide to go through the sewers. Let's go through the sewers across the street. We'll open up a manhole that's halfway in between. We'll jump into place, get the guns, jump down, come back, and everything will be fine. No! You fucked up right there. You were not strategic enough. You're like, we need to go right now because the chick was over there and she was getting attacked by it. I'd be like, hey, watch this. Walkie-talkie off. Now let's just wait. She'll die, and we can think about this. That's what got their asses killed. Is that they decided to just blunder across the fucking street with fucking sirens and fucking clown shoes and going right across the street, attracting all the fucking zombies in the area, all the things in the area, all those things in the area, attracting all of them. They jump inside the place, they get the fucking guns, they come back, and they let all the zombies in the world in the mall. Now it's getting interesting because now there's zombies in the mall. Now that gives them something to run from. But oh, guess what? They're leaving because they just fucked up their only plan. They decided they needed to leave. They need to go get on the dude's boat for no fucking reason. We can't stay here. We need to get a boat and go boat out to the middle of nowhere. That sounds sensible, doesn't it? Let's not think about the food or the rations or anything that we're going to need. No, let's be as stupid as possible. We're going to dude up these buses with some fucking claws and fangs and shit, and we're going to bus on into the fucking sunset. We're going to go get on a boat and boat off into an island somewhere where they're probably going to be waiting with a fucking pig. There's going to be a fucking luau, and everyone's going to be like, ah, got ya! You made it to the island. Congratulations, you didn't die. Here's all the food in the world, and you become millionaires right over here. You can become all the millionaires that you want to right over here. We got money, we got stuff. Thanks for playing. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? What the fuck did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Did you get on a boat and go boat into a fucking alternate dimension? Guys, if we think hard enough, we can play Langoliers and we can go kind of fucked up time warp bullshit where there's no zombies. Nothing tastes right. Great! We want that. So they get on the fucking buses. They're flying around. Okay, here's not a fucking problem. They've got the chainsaws, and they're like, yeah, throw on the soda and just cut them, and they got the things, and they got all those cool ideas. And then they give the fucking chainsaw to the fucking old dude he literally looks like a fucking zombie because he's so old. And they're like, here, take the chainsaw. And he's like, yeah! Yeah! And they're like, if anything happens, yank that fucking cord and start killing shit. Alright? That's great. You might as well have had a fucking 2-year-old with you and told him to do it. You get the same result. So they're going, there's zombies all over the thing, and one gets on the side, and Steve, the dude with the boat, he revs up the chainsaw, he's killing one, there's blood flying all over him. Let's not take that into consideration. Now you're fucking infected. Great job. Now you're just splattering infection all over the inside of a fucking bus. What a fucking genius idea, guys. Let's get a chainsaw and blow ass and blood all over the place. Hopefully you don't get it in your mouth. Just kind of hope you don't. Did you ever think about that? No, you didn't, because you guys are stupid. You're all stupid. So that happens, and then they're all on 2 different buses, and then the old dude with the chainsaw revs it up, gets ready to he can't hold it because he's fucking dying, and then he has a heart attack and a stroke at the same time and fucking saws that one chick in half who nobody cares about because I don't even think she had a name. I don't know. She didn't have a name. They were just having sex the whole fucking movie. Who cares about that? But he ends up cutting her, and the fucking buses crash, and everybody's fucked. Okay? And they get out of the buses. Few people die. Most people die. I think that's just kind of one of the things that they had to do. They're like, okay, we've got too many characters here, guys. We need to get rid of the ones who don't matter. How are we going to do it? Bus crash. Okay? We can get rid of 16 of the fucking 86 people that we have in the bus by killing them in a bus crash. No explanation needed. Who cares? We'll keep the main people that people like so far. We'll keep the girl, keep the cop, we'll keep the Michael dude, and we'll keep CJ, and we'll keep the other security guard, and we'll keep that one chick, and that's it. Everybody else dies. Who cares? So they die, they get on the fucking boat, they get ready to leave, and then they find out, oh gosh, Michael's been bit. He can't go. And then the stupid bitch tries again. She's like, I can help you. You are so dumb. Kick her ass off the boat. She'll end up sinking the motherfucker. She'll be like, I don't see anything wrong with shooting the fucking boat. We gotta test our guns. Shoot the... Oh, the boat's sinking. I didn't know. We don't know. That might not happen. She wanted again for the guy to get on the boat, knowing that once you're bitten, you're a fucking zombie. I don't think that's somebody I would want to have in my group. during a zombie apocalypse. Somebody that, no matter how many times you see somebody get bit and turn into a zombie, you want to take them all with you. Great. That's been working out so well this entire fucking movie, hasn't it? He refuses because he's got a fucking brain in his head. Because we all know if he thought like she did, he'd be all about that. No, guys, I'm cool. If I start to turn, you can just kill me. Whoops, I turned. Kills everybody in the middle of the night. Okay, so he's sensible. He stays. He's like, I'm going to stay. I want to watch the sun rise. I want to do that. There's a bunch of zombies behind him. He blows his fucking head off. Into the movie, or so we think. The credits start going. They're on the boat. They find a camera. They start filming like they're fucking stupid. They're like, hey guys, let's film everything because we need to have something just in case. You see them eventually start running out of food and water and gas, and then the boat catches on fire a few times. They're floating around. They're like, holy shit. They find an island. They get on the island. They're looking around, and this is probably where fucking Dead Island, the movie, starts. Because they get on the island, and they're like, there ain't nothing out there. The dog takes off into the fucking bushes, okay? And then the chick's like, oh no, my chocolate chip just ran into the fucking weeds. And then they're like, oh, what is that? And then out of nowhere, zombies. Hundreds of zombies. What did you think would happen? Don't know. They fucked up. And then it ends on that. They all pretty much die. I'm going for it. Okay? The original was so much better because they didn't do that shit. The only reason they had to leave the mall in the original one is because a biker gang came by and took control over it, opened the doors, and let the zombies in. All of the zombies in. That's the only reason they had to leave. Okay? And that's something that's a little bit more realistic. I could see during a zombie apocalypse you have gangs and stuff like that of people that have all the guns and they're going around and they're taking, they're looting, and they're killing, and that's more realistic. That pushes the story in a realistic way, and not just we're all sitting around, we're like, hey, we need to leave. And they're like, why? What's going on? What's going on? Nothing. It's just the story sucks. Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nothing cool's happening, so let's just fucking leave for no reason. Sounds great to me. I hope you enjoyed this rant. I know I did. I get a lot of stuff off my chest when I do this. I'm going to have a lot more coming up on movies and things about movies that I hate and video games and culture and stuff like that I really hate. Obviously, this is something I feel really strong about. I don't hate to death the new one. I just prefer the old one. It was more original. It was more realistic of an idea. It had believable characters, it had believable story, and it didn't suck complete ass like the new one did. But, you know, if you get a chance, go ahead, check out the original one, please. I highly recommend it. Then you can watch the new one just to see what I'm talking about. If you like the new one, great. I'm glad that you like it, that you like something. If you hate the original one, that's fine too. We all have opinions. Who cares? I don't. Have a good day. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Zombie baby! I was saving that for last because it's so stupid. I couldn't bring myself to talk about it. Zombie baby! Fucking zombie baby.